which reacts with the ethyl acetate to generate this cyclopropanol. This was published in JACS 1996. Now, intramolecular variant also is possible. So, here ester and olefin in same molecule. So, this exchange can be exploited particularly for intramolecular version, because here the Grignard immediately react with the ester. So, for this system intramolecular variant only ligand exchange will be useful. So, here you can react titanium isopropyl magnesium chloride to get this, and now this complex which form titanium cyclopropane, the bond which is close to ester, that bond will break. So, this bond will break first to generate this, and now the elimination of ethoxide, this is substitution will happen. This carbon titanium bond will attack here to eliminate ethoxide to generate this cyclopropanol. And this method has been used for a variety of bicyclic cyclopropanols, like this kind of system, bicyclic cyclopropanol. Here the X can be carbon, nitrogen, N can be 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2, so it can be cyclopentane, cyclohexane, cycloheptane. Like this example, you can see 75% yield of the cyclohexane. This is fused system 94, this is 98% yield, and this is 88% yield. So, different kind of bicyclic cyclopropanol can be formed, and these are the papers JACS 1996 from Cha group, Sato group 1997, also 1996. Asymmetric Kulinkovich is also possible, and here you have to of course use a ligand, and Corey group use this Tadol derivative. So, with ethyl acetate, phenyl ethyl magnesium bromide 2 equivalent, titanium 0.3 to 1 equivalent, room temperature 3 hours, and with this titanium complex, so which is 0.3 to 1 equivalent, stoichiometric amount of 30 mole %, and this AR35B trifluoromethyl phenyl. So, this is the Tadol derivative, and you can get 64% yield, 78% E to generate this cyclopropanol. Here also the cis stereochemistry is maintained. This was published in JACS 1994. And another variant was developed where the vinylogous ester has been used in this Kulinkovich reaction. So, this is called vinylogous ester, because between this there is a double bond here, as you can see here, and if you put this Grignard with titanium isopropoxide in toluene as a solvent, then the cyclopropanation happens. So, not cyclopropanol. So, this is cyclopropanation. So, we will see the mechanism, and this becomes ketone. Alternatively, if you use coordinating solvent like THF, so THF is coordinating, that we will see in the mechanism also. This is coordinating solvent. So, in coordinating solvent you get product like this, and if you put D2O, then this deuterium comes here. This is the enone compound, substituted enone, beta substituted enone. This was published in Organic Letters 2004. So, the mechanism will be for this formation, first this the titanocyclopropane. So, this R titanocyclopropane reacts like this way to the carbonyl group. This carbon titanium bond will break to give this 5-membered ring here, and then with Lewis acid you get this. So, this happens, isomerization here, and this bond breaks. So, alkoxy group is breaking here, and that is going to carbonyl with titanium. And now this one will cyclize, this carbon titanium bond will break, and this will add here, because this is now electrophilic carbon. this carbon titanium bond will break. So, you get the cyclopropanation and this double bond will be here. Alternatively, if you use quadratic Lewis basic solvent such as THF, then what happens? This coordination happens with THF and this becomes stable. So, this becomes stable and after D2O only it breaks. So, this oxygen titanium carbon titanium bond will break and you get this tertiary alcohol. This is tertiary alcohol. This form. So, in non-coordinating solvent the cyclopropanation happens, but in coordinating solvents the intermediate gets stable and then the hydrolysis of this intermediate gives the tertiary alcohol. So, this tertiary alcohol, if you put acid, then the hydrolysis will happen, that this enol ether will go to carbonyl because it will deprotect first enol and then tautomerization. Water will eliminate because there is a hydroxy group. So, water will eliminate, you get a double bond, that is the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. De Maisry modification, De Maisry also develop a modification and that is using amides. We will see the tertiary amides only. So, if you have a tertiary amide with identical condition, ethyl magnesium bromide 2 equivalent and titanium isopropoxide 1 equivalent, ether solvent, after that acidic warper you get this cyclopropyl amine. So, this is the mechanism that here also titanocyclopropane is formed and this happens, the addition happens to the amide. And now, if you have a tertiary amide, then this nitrogen is more Lewis basic. So, this nitrogen will push electrons to break this carbon oxygen bond and after this breakage, then the carbon titanium will attack to the iminium. So, this is iminium ion because there will of course a positive charge here and this iminium ion on cyclization give this cyclopropyl amine and this will eliminate. So, this method requires stoichiometric titanium isopropoxide for useful yield because this is the formation from titanium isopropoxide. Diastereoselectivity is generally lower than with esters. Can use ligand exchange to generate active titanocycles, that we will see. Disubstituted alkenes and cycloalkyls react. Can easily access primary amines by catalytic debenzylation, that we will also see that tertiary amine you can do if it is a benzyl group easily with hydrogenation condition you can debenzyl. So, these are the scope of this reaction. So, here you can see this coming from the amide. So, this OMe NBN2 is the amide. Here also this is the amide part.